Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the episode 15 of the Tait Talks Podcast. Today we have a bit of a unique episode. We've got our first anonymous episode simply because my guest doesn't want any of her secrets let out into the world. We will be talking about dating apps today with Annie.
Hiya.
Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You are more than welcome. This is a bit of a different one. Obviously,
Yeah.
There's going to be nothing on YouTube or anything like that, so you're just going to have to... Actually, it will be on YouTube. It will just be with a blank fucking screen.
Cool.
So we will not let you get all your fucking dirty secrets out in the world. Dating apps. How long have you been using them? Or when did you start?
About maybe when I moved out, actually, which was a bit late, like about 24.
Yeah.
And a friend came over and was like, "Oh, you live by yourself." And he set up my first Tinder profile, and it was a big... It was, okay. And he vetted all the pictures and was like, "You need to do this."
Yeah, it's the future.
Yeah, well, that's right. And you need to just like get some dick. And which was nice, but it was a bit like, "Oh, okay, should I?" But Tinder was the first one, and then I've only ever had Tinder and Bumble, and Bumble was just this year
Yeah.
to give it a whirl because a lot more people like it now. And then Hinge for 30 minutes.
Okay, so we're
Yeah.
a big fan of that.
No, you had to answer a lot of questions. There was a lot of profile setup, like a lot.
Yeah.
And there was certain, like you couldn't have your profile out there unless you had completed it. So there was like, what's your go-to dinner? And you had to like pick some questions and you had to write answers like that.
Yeah.
Or, where would you find you on the weekend? And you had to answer something like that. It was a bit...
What's the basis of Hinge though? Like, do you...
I actually was really a bit unsure. You can like people's pictures and then I
Yeah.
think you can like their answers as well.
Oh.
I don't know. Apparently it's great.
Yeah.
There's friends I've spoken
It's
to.
the dating app designed
It's-
to be deleted.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
second fucking ad
Ex-
on YouTube.
Yeah, on anything. Yeah. I think I don't know. You get a wide range of men, and I had it for 30 minutes. I set it all up, and went away and opened my screen and looked at it again, and I knew the first guy that appeared,
okay.
and he was like my ex's friend, and I was like, nope, delete, and I deleted it straight away.
Yeah, it's fair.
So I don't know. It was a big ordeal setting it up. Lots of questions to answer. Whereas I don't know, I continuously delete and reinstall Tinder and Bumble,
Yeah.
and the pictures and the like my profile's already there.
They are very, very easy, aren't they?
Yes.
Like Tinder is very, very user friendly. If you are an older person listening to the podcast, which you're not because I can see all the analytics and it goes up to like 38. So yeah, it's super easy. Like it's just...
And it links with your Facebook.
It links with your Facebook.
And picks you good pictures.
It used to... Tinder, I'm pretty sure when it first started, not at the very start, but you had to have Facebook.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you
Okay.
had to have Facebook, and you would know when your mates were changing their pictures on Tinder is because they would change their profile pictures.
Okay.
Because that's the only way that you could do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a tell, and someone would do 3 in one day, and someone would clue on and be like, "You're changing your Tinder profile?"
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that. That's funny.
And they used to have this thing on Tinder. I started using it when I was 24, and that was 6 years ago. So they're not that great because I'm not married with children, but it's just more.
Neither am
It's
I.
more my personality. There used to be a function where you could upload a picture like Snapchat, and it would be up for 24 hours at the very start.
Yep.
And Jesus Christ, it was like some chicks just didn't care. I remember when I was in Edinburgh, and this one bird put up a picture of her face, and it just said in a text, "Next person to message me gets to fuck me." And I was just like, Jesus.
Nice.
And then I looked back about fucking 2 hours later, and it was a picture of her sucking a dude's dick, and it just said, what did it say? It said like, "Too late, boys." I got this
my
one or something.
God.
And it was fucked. So yeah, that, obviously I think it's a bad idea with the pictures that you can send, even on Bumble. It's kind of, I don't know if that's new only probably got Bumble in the last year-ish or something. But it's fraught with danger when people don't know each other and dudes are creeps.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yeah, you can
Dudes
just send
are
a
creeps.
you can just send a picture of your dick, which obviously I think's illegal. Like
Yes,
to send a picture,
think
if I
so.
flashed you on the street,
Well, that's illegal.
yeah. So surely if I sent you a picture of my dick,
No.
that I would get in trouble
Yeah,
also?
I think so.
I don't know, is there just some weird rule that's not?
And is it indecent exposure?
Don't know.
Like,
Maybe they say
online?
like there's in the fine print or something because you have to be 18. But at
Oh,
the
yeah.
same time, if you flash a fucking 60-year-old woman, you get in trouble.
A 6-year-old woman, did you just say?
60, yeah.
Oh,
Not
60.
60.
I don't think she's a woman when she's 6.
Yeah, no. So that's very, I don't know, I just found that very strange that it's just a feature, but I mean, it's just used for evil, the sending a picture. Because every second fucking Bumble profile as a bird has, please do not send me pictures of your dick.
Oh. Do they say that?
Yeah,
I don't.
some girls do.
Because I don't look at girls' profiles. I look at boys' profiles.
So some have that, and they're pretty much all the generic same profiles, but we'll go into that. Do you think there's a difference between Tinder and Bumble, like in clientele of men?
I don't really think so. I think all men.
Men are animals.
Yeah. One of my friends' quotes is, whenever I tell them about how horrible a man is, she's like, men are pigs, men are pigs. Yeah. And then I'll be like, to quote you, men are pigs. Like, but they're also not. Like,
I mean, some are.
Definitely. And I think, like, scrolling through my Tinder recently and Bumble, they're all the same dudes.
It's true.
Like, whether they're hitting on you on a different platform or trying to, get your number and ask you out on a date, or whether they just want to smash, is, they're going to do it on either platform, I think.
It's true. As a dude, I think one of the better things are for Bumble, because the girl has to make the first move, and it seems to be a bit more keen, I guess, if the girl makes the move and writes to you. Whereas I find sometimes on Tinder it's more maybe an ego thing. People just want to see how many matches they get, feel good about themselves, that type of shit.
Yeah.
But whereas Bumble, it seems to be if the girl makes the first contact, it seems to be a bit smooth sailing.
Yeah, but like even I've made first contact, like I've, messaged guys and they haven't messaged me back. And then it sits there for the 24 hours and I was like, oh,
my husband.
Oh no, he was cute. Like, I don't know. I find I like it when men can message me on Tinder, because then I know at least that they're keen. Either it's to fuck or to go on a date. Like they're interested in something. So that's why they're sending me a message. Like, oh, they've got some intention, not like zero intention.
It's true.
You know? So whereas I know you like Bumble, you can shoot your shot first, but you don't always get a message back.
It's interesting. You might match with... I think dudes are more casting the bigger net, as in literally watching TV. I know I do. It's just like a fucking swipe through, and then you go through your messages later, and you're like, oh shit, my sister. No, it's just...
I saw my cousin on it on Tinder the other day.
Really? Did you match?
I was like, oh, nah. And then I deleted the app for a couple of days. I was like...
That spooked?
I was spooked by my cousin.
Well, I mean, you got to match with him and talk to him for anything to happen. So.
Yeah.
Sure. It is awkward, though.
It is. Yeah.
It is awkward seeing people's exes on there.
Nah.
And you're like,
Oh, it was saying...
I wonder.
Yeah, it's not allowed. No.
Yeah, it's true.
I suppose it is.
Do you have any rules when it comes to online dating? Age, distance, race, breed, whatever.
Well, I go like 25k. I go like 25k is my radius, I think, because from where I'm located, I can go up to the beach or it can go towards the city.
Yeah.
It's a good I think it's broad enough. But then I talked to a lot of friends and they were like 18k's only or 50 and my friends, like they were a couple and they were talking to me about stuff and they said 80k and that was how they met. Like one was living in Melbourne and he was living in Geelong still.
Yeah.
One was living in Melbourne, one was living in Geelong, and they matched and they met, and now they're like in a 5-year relationship.
Yeah, I know a couple of people that have matched and been in long-term relationships, and a couple of matched, married, and kids. So it clearly works. It is.
It does work. Yes, lots and lots and lots of people that have been like my friends and friends of friends are all met on Tinder.
I mean, I think every second one of my friends is probably at some stage, like they've probably met a partner at some time in their life on a dating app, and it's so weird that it's the new normal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like 10 years ago, parents and stuff were just like, oh, we used to meet at we used to go to a hall and we used to dance.
Yeah.
And you're like,
at a bar.
all right, old man.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think talking to my just mum about it, I was like, we've got to give it a go. We've got, got to give it a go. Like, it's the only way. Like, a lot of friends were like adamantly against it for a long time, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, we're giving it a go.
Yeah.
And like, fine. Well, like literally, you got nothing to lose.
Yeah, I mean,
you got something to gain.
If you don't want to talk to someone, you don't want to talk.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the best thing. You can literally just be like,
nope,
I'm done by it, or just delete the app and it's gone. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Yep.
I get it. I find it weird when people decide to be such negative people towards it. Like, oh, you just got to do it the old-fashioned way. No, like old-fashioned way is dead. We adapt. We change.
That's right. Yes.
You don't want to have chemo if you get cancer.
Yeah.
Like, go with the times, you fuck.
Yeah.
It's just shit like that. So,
what's your age range on yours?
I think mine's like probably 100 or whatever the fuck it is.
Really?
There's no one on there that's 100 or 80.
No, but do you get some like 60-year-old women? Nah.
No. I don't think a 60-year-old woman is going to match with me. They would probably want like a toy boy if that was the case.
Yeah, well, it's a different app, isn't it?
Is there a different app for it?
Well, it's like, there's like sugar daddy, yeah.
I remember the sugar daddy one.
Is it Seeking Arrangements? Is it that one?
My friend went on that and was talking to this dude, and the guy was like, oh, we should go do this, this, and this. And then he was like, and then we'll get a hotel and and she was like, what do you mean And he's like, have sex. And she was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. And we're like, it's a sugar daddy app, you fucking moron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that's kind of what they would like.
Yeah, isn't it like sex for goods? I mean,
I
think for sex, I think
the sugar daddy thing, I don't think you have to have sex with them.
Well, I think like fuck anyone,
sex. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I like not every arrangement is sex.
Yeah,
I think it's like
just
go
company.
out for dinner, company. Yep.
Isn't that an escort?
Well, yeah.
Isn't that the escort? Like a difference between prostitute and an escort is one.
But don't you have to fuck in like if you're an escort as well?
Do.
But you have to do the dating first.
Like, yeah, they take them out for like dinners and this.
I don't know about this. You know
this
more
is
than
my
me.
World, yeah. Escorts, man. High quality prostitutes is what I like. I'm going to take that back because it's on the record. It's very strange, but at the same time, each to their own. If you want to fucking suck some dude's dick to get a pair of diamonds, go nuts.
Well, like
if I had that up my sleeve, someone was like, if you touch it, I'll give you a motorbike. I'm like, all right.
Go on.
Yeah, just tickle it. Do you look for anything like when you're looking through the dating apps, Bumble, Tinder, what are you looking for on profiles? What stands out?
Well,
if there's a dude out there and he's like, I'm getting no matches. I need a female's perspective.
Well, it's so mean because it's all
it's shallow.
It's shallow, yeah. It's all on face value.
Your best photos are on there.
Yeah, your best photos are on there, and your best little bits of information. But I don't know. I look for sometimes a job.
Kind of.
A job would be nice.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But like
that's me at the moment talking to girls and being like, well, I'm unemployed, and they're like, where are you living? I'm like, well, I got a pretty successful podcast my mum shared. I just rent out a room.
But that's okay. Some people like that. I don't.
There's not many. Yeah.
Sorry, that was really mean.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm being honest.
Who would go after that? If that's your fucking main target, you got rocks in your fucking melon.
Nah, some people might be into it. Nah, a job, no kids.
Do dudes write when they have kids?
Yeah, they do that sometimes. I was like talking to a friend again on the way home today, and there's like usually a picture of a man with some sort of child, whether it's
Some sort of child?
like, so it's a niece or a nephew or a godson, and they're like, and then you flick down, if you're flicking through when they're kind of hot, and you go, oh God, I hope that kid's not yours, and then in the profile it says, oh, don't worry, that kid's my godson, or that's my niece, or it'll say, you know, that's my son, that's my son, if you can't deal with it, swipe left, he's my world. And you're like, okay, fair.
Women have the same thing.
Women, yeah.
This is my brave son, and you're like, how's he fucking brave?
He's too.
Because his mum's single, and you're like, oh, cool. That's not his choice, champ.
No.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, I get it. Like, it must be hard being a single mum. It must be one of the hardest things you can do realistically. But yeah, it's very. This is my son. He's my world, and you're like, fair enough.
Cool.
I mean, it's fair enough.
Not what I want right now.
Yeah.
So swipe. Whereas other people I know, I'm talking to some older friends, and she's a bit older, and she, you know, likes when they have kids because she is older. Like, you can't. It's
Does she
almost
have kids?
No.
Okay.
So she
has fur babies, as every second fucking girl writes on that.
Yeah.
These are my fur babies. If you don't like dogs, swipe left. And you're like,
I don't think she's got any fur babies or of any description. She's awesome. Yeah. But she goes, where she said, oh, I love a man that has kids. Oh, I love it when he has sons. And you know what? Fair. Good. To each their own.
Yeah.
I really like it when they have a dog and a job.
Dog and a job. Yeah, that's fair enough.
And maybe like, I don't know. Looking at the outwardly at the pictures.
Yeah.
Looking at the pictures, I like a travel picture.
Yeah.
Because everyone's got one of those, whether you're in Bali. Machu Picchu. Oh, yeah.
I think I had that for a while.
I think I had on an island off Scotland, and I'm like pretty excited with myself. That was one. I don't think I have any more travel pictures, but they ask, oh, where are you? You look super happy, and that's what I ask people as well.
Found out I'm not pregnant.
Yeah, that's generally me.
It's me when I'm at my happiest.
It's me right now. Travel picture's good because it allows conversation if you do chat with them.
It's if someone has a travel picture, I'll go to that and I'll be like, where was that?
Yeah.
Fucking
or like, oh, I
blah,
see
blah,
that
blah.
you've been to blah, blah, blah. And then you go on about
icebreaker.
that. Yes, yeah, it's
Instead
really good.
Of we go into this now, but do you need an ideal fucking... Some people don't be original. Send me something fucking... I hate small talk. And you're like, what's wrong with you?
No.
Do you go up to random strangers at a bar and be like, whoa, how about fucking Donald Trump and Biden? What's your thoughts on abortions? You don't. You need a fucking something to let you in.
No.
Because you look like a fucking lunatic if you start a conversation mid something intense. Like, whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
I agree.
Ask me how I am.
Yeah, I think the general consensus when I was talking to everyone was just hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Like nothing, like the nothing crazy or nothing weird. Like, I know they want to be original. I got what animal would you be if you could be an animal? And I was like, I'm ignoring you. And another guy said, what's your favourite cocktail? That's not too bad. Oh, but I see you're drinking in a lot of your pictures. What's your favourite cocktail?
At least he's looked at your pictures.
He's looked at my pictures. That's that's medium level okay, but I got to find you a good one because I got a friend to send it to me.
Okay.
What's your opening lines? Just hi? Anything?
Do you like unemployed people?
Hmm.
No, it varies. It goes from whatever their profile is. I usually try and pick something. It used to be like a dumb joke I made up from stand-up, and it used to be... it was about a snail. Do you ever think to yourself, if you step on a snail, it's breaking and entering? And 90% of people would be like, the fuck you on about, idiot? And then there'd be the 10% would be like, oh my God. Or it was do you think a slug is a homeless snail? Just something dumb.
Yeah, but I giggled at that, so
yeah,
I'd be
dumb.
like, oh, okay.
If they start too serious, you just settle down, champ.
My friend got this one. And it's a little mini essay. Cadbury favourites pack includes Cadbury Dairy Milk Crunchy, Flake, Caramello, Boost, Picnic, Morrow, Cherry Ripe, Marvellous Creations, Turkish Delight and Dream. And all these things have capital letters. And he's like, which one is your go-to? And we were like, ooh, which one is our go-to? And all the girls had a little chat. And we're like, oh, what should we say? We don't want to be boring. But it was good.
That worked?
It worked. It worked. He didn't need to, like, do the list with, like, proper correct grammar, although that's kind of attractive.
How did you meet your husband? He asked me about Cadbury.
And I think we said crunchy.
I think how it's a we.
We
you
were doing it together, and it was good. We were pleased, and I got her to take a screenshot of the opening thing because it's kind of cute.
And are they married now? Or?
No, I don't think he. And I think she
diabetes. He died.
I think she messaged back after we agonised over what to write.
He goes, that's the wrong one, you fuckwit.
Yeah, and he didn't write back. He didn't they're not engaging in conversation at the moment. So it's I'm sorry. But it was a good question. But he didn't need to write the little like list. But like, what is your favourite in the Cadbury favourites? And he'd be like, oh, and it's a good conversation starter. What would you have first?
Me?
Yeah. If you were reaching your hand in.
Can you read the list again? No, just kidding. Probably a Boost. Or a Crunchy. Yeah.
Yeah, Boost.
Do they have a Picnic in there?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
A bit basic.
It's not basic. It's
not
everything.
basic. The chocolate
Caramel,
itself.
wafer,
chocolate and nuts.
Peanuts.
Nah.
Chocolate.
I'd go the Morrow,
Perfect.
I think.
That's just fucking... Isn't that New Zealand shit?
I don't know. It's delicious. Like a Mars
It's like
bar.
a fucking Mars bar.
It's a Mars bar, but it's a Mars bar, but
bar.
Cadbury. Whereas Mars bars are not Cadbury.
It's true. What's the cringiest things... We talked about the great pickup line that dude had. Cringy things that are just automatically left swipe. I'll reel off some things. Shirtless.
If there's too if there's too many, I go no. But if there's like one towards the end, like
he's like, keep going, baby.
I think there's usually one. They're in the big list of photos, especially if you have two photos and one's of you shirtless and one's of you not. If you have a whole bunch of you, you travel photos and one's with car and one's with a fish, perhaps, and then a random shirtless one flicked in there, like that's the thirst trap photo, and then you can keep going. Like you'll look at his wide variety of pictures. So I'm a bit of a yes and a no. But if it's their body and no head, which I'm finding a lot of, no.
Chicks do that. It's first picture will be a bikini.
Yeah.
And then you may get like...
With the head on the top?
Sometimes you don't, which is real strange. Like, did you just Photoshop this shit? Like, the fuck's going on? And some pictures are clearly fake sometimes, and you're just like, this is so shit. Why didn't you pick a hotter person?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
awesome.
very odd. Animals. So, dead animals, sorry. Fish.
Yeah.
Deers, fucking...
generally...
Pigs.
Yeah, no pictures with a dead animal you have just slain.
Yeah.
Or the fish is okay if it's included with others, but like I've seen a lot of profiles and it's the only time
holding a goldfish, just like, the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Well, it's like they love fishing. Okay, cool. Yeah. And every photo they've been with the boys, and the boys have decided they're their only photos to take of them because they're doing this activity because they maybe don't go out as much or they don't stand in the big line with the boys before they go and hit the piers. So
those fuckheads.
Yeah.
I've noticed when I was in like more rural Australia, like going like fucking Mount Gambier and stuff like that, and the way through the little towns and the matches you got, it changes dramatically. And a lot of women must like hunting and stuff, and it's very farm orientated and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, this is where it works. Like a chick wants to see you picture of you a big fucking
like you've
boar
you've
killed,
shot a roo or something.
Yeah, like shit like that, and you're like, it's got its place. It's got its place, but when you're in the middle of Melbourne, it's just like, I don't know if
not if you're in the middle of Melbourne. No, maybe the fish might be okay. Well, he gets out. He gets out of the city.
Maybe if I caught some cool fish,
It was impressive. If you stood next to it and it was impressive, you surely get someone to take a photo.
Shark or something. Just like, I killed this. I stopped this from being alive. Marry me. Send nudes. What about fucking like dudes who are like arrogant? Is there a difference between arrogance and confidence? Yeah, I'm pretty rich. Yeah, I'm fucking got a sick car, got a big job.
It's
6 inches.
I'm not really into that, but I don't like sometimes. Arrogance is like, I don't know.
There's a difference between confidence and arrogance, but I don't know where the line is.
Where the line is. I'm trying to
different.
think about it. Like my exes have all been pretty arrogant. Arrogant, not necessarily pretty. Like, I don't know, the confident, like everyone's like, confidence is sexy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And it is, but like, I don't really know about your want to know about your Louis Vuitton wallet, and it's Louis Vuitton and my initials are engraved in it, and that's why I don't have a condom in it. Like that kind of stuff. Oh, why would I have a condom in this wallet? It's Louis Vuitton. Oh. Cool. Great. Leave my house that I own. Like, go. Like that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's pretty, like, I don't know. I haven't got time for wankers anymore, but I kind of used to. And
Yeah. All right, group pics.
As long as they're not all group pics and you're able to pick who the person is
in
the group pic. It's fucking crazy. If it's all group pics and it's with one group of friends, or even like I've seen some and they're just with the same group of friends every time, but they've gone to like someone's wedding and then they've gone out and then they've, at the beach and then they're at a music festival and you're like, fucking who are you?
Yeah.
And girls have gone out with people not knowing, like there's who he was in the group pic shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucked.
It's great.
Anything dudes do that confuse the fuck out of you on apps? You sit back and they're like, what? Why do you all do this? Or anything that's written in bios that's confusing?
Oh, I love that. Here for a good time, not a long time. What a fuck.
Not here to fuck spiders.
Yeah, that one makes me laugh, but because I say that too.
I keep seeing not here to fuck arachnids.
Yeah.
So it's just the more fancy version.
I don't like that.
It's more of a mouthful.
It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. Yeah, I like the, here for a good time, not a long time, fine, but also...
it's generic.
Yeah, it's generic and it makes you seem like, I'm trying to seem carefree and, I like to party and, everything's good. But no, like, we all really want a husband that we're going to settle down with. And, if you're here for not a long time, that's not really good enough.
Here to die at 35.
A thing that annoys me, and it's confusing, they'll message you and then you'll have this, like, one-sided conversation. And it just kind of stops, like, immediately. Like, they'll be like, oh, how are you going? Oh, good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's dead. It's like...
and you got to flow.
It's like you got to think about it as talking to someone in real life. And then people just like, how you doing? And they're just like, good. And you're like, so if this was real life, you would be staring at me and I'd be staring at you and we'd be waiting for the next person. Like, it's just a cunt move to just what is it like? I don't care, or I'm just retarded and don't know how to have a conversation via text. Both?
Yeah, both. Yeah, like I talk like I text, and like I think.
Yeah.
I like it, and I'm better at texting than I think I am at talking. Maybe. So I'm quite good at crafting a little nicely worded message. I'd like to think, but I want something to work with. I need a little bit so I can tell you about how wonderful my day was or how work was or blah, 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 blah. Just give me a little something and I'll keep it going. Yeah. I'll keep it going. just help me just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what confuses me the most about dudes on the apps. Like, you've started the conversation with me, follow it through, or...
I think it's just too much. Like, everyone, like, if you can chat and don't look like a fucking gremlin, you're going to get more matches. I think there's just too much, you got too many options. There's a plethora of options out there.
To chat to.
Yeah, if it falls through fucking with Annie, I'll just go to fucking Janice or fucking... whatever her fucking name is.
I have a friend called Janice.
Yeah. So it's just that type of thing, so people don't care about it. Whereas back in the day, obviously, you probably had one chance and one chick to talk to, and you're like, I'm going to make sure I do everything right. I'm going to fucking spell everything right. Spelling's a big one.
When they spell like hey, Hay.
It's a good start.
And then you send a screenshot to your friends in the group chat and they totally roast this person. That's funny.
Horse boy.
Or you, like, you know, how are you? Like, it's the last word you're typing before you put your question mark at punk. Surely you're going to put a question mark at the end, but people don't, and they also spell you wrong. Like, you just quickly typed you and it hasn't autocorrected it yet, and they're like, bloop.
Yeah.
And it's, how are you? And you're like, I'm not great because you can't spell you correctly. I don't know. That's pretty petty, but I have responded.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You've got too many options. So whereas like girls have a lot of options too. There's just more dick than one girl can handle out there. Realistically, it's flying at from a dating app. So we've got every dude is, you know, for the most part. I think I'm talking about other men, not just myself. But yeah. Do you guys talk to your dates? Sorry, do you talk about your dates to your friends?
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, yes. Like, I read you the text message of my friend telling me how he just took a massive shit. So, of course, we're going to talk about dates.
It's true.
Like, it is like, yeah. We talk about everything within, like, detail.
So is it like, what does he mean by this and this?
Yes, pretty much. Like, you analyse the
So you're asking dudes about dates? Or you're asking your female friends, or both?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends who I'm chatting to. They can be gay, straight, whatever. I'll be like, oh, there's this guy. And they'll be like, oh, and then we'll go through it. We'll analyse the text, the messages, or, well, you know, whatever's been said. We'll analyse the pictures. They'll want screenshots of him. We'll go through it. And they'll, completely go, like, what he wears and what his friends look like and his job. Like, we'll go all through it all. Yeah. Like, everyone is really just kind of nitpicked to the nth degree. Yeah, definitely. And, you know, you plan where you're going to go. Like, if it's up to the girl, say, like, your kind of friends, it will even influence where you suggest that you might meet.
There's multiple exits.
Yes, exactly.
If you get in trouble, you can leave via...
And that helps, see?
Yeah.
You should suggest to go to this coffee shop because you know that I live near here and you know, the lighting's nice and you can sit inside and there's a good vantage point for... Like, I've had friends go to pubs and friends have sat and kind of watched their little date happen. More in Melbourne, it's, I suppose, like, I don't know, Melbourne's maybe less safe than Geelong. It is less safe than Geelong, touch the wood. But, she needed, it was one of her first-ish Tinder dates that she'd ever been on, and another friend sat and watched it
I get it as a bird, though, because, like, unfortunately, like, dudes can be just pieces of shit.
Oh, definitely.
And can do bad stuff or... you know, whatever else. So I get the looking out for each other. Dudes don't have that problem for the most part, unless you're another dude, maybe. Don't know. But it's very like, you just go to dates, random places, and you're like, meh, see what happens. But I did, one of my friends, her best friend's partner, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So he was out Friday night with his boys, and they were hanging out, playing pool or fucking poker or whatever, and one of the boys matched with a bird on Tinder, and then they started chatting, and he was like, oh, she invited me over. And they were like, hey, fucking, I was going to get some, whatever. So he goes to the house, and then the guys, the girl that he was seeing, ex-boyfriend rocked up and then stabbed him like 10 times and he died. So sometimes... yeah,
it's bad.
Things happen to men as well. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It was in Canberra, so that's a pretty shitty place anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, no, it's bonkers that, like, you'd be like...
Was it in the news and stuff?
I think it would have been up there. It was earlier in the year.
This year?
Like, super sad, obviously. It's a fucking really, really shit thing to fucking happen. Especially if one of your close mates was like, going to get a root, and everyone's like, yay. And then all of a sudden he doesn't come back. It's absolutely fucking mortifying. But it's crazy. I mean, that's such an extreme case for a dude. Like,
well, then, like, girls get thrown off balconies and get murdered and get, you know... Raped and...
Yeah. I think the stats for rape from dating apps is like skyrocket.
See, it is dangerous.
More dates,
more chances of finding the husband.
But more chances of something bad going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like it's all fun and games and all very exciting until like someone is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't like this.
What do I do? Yeah.
Yeah. Whether it's like text message, like just the messaging stage, or you've met them and then they don't leave you alone, and like what do you like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's all these different levels because you've got this element of trust that you kind of put in someone as soon as you start to talk to them,
not to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Can I eat a mouthful of my food?
Yeah, you can. We'll just fucking pause for a second.
Cool.
And we are back. How was your break? How was your quiche?
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. It's cheesy.
It's cheesy?
Yep.
Well,
that's all right. Wife me, somebody.
Well, if you weren't anonymous, maybe people could figure out who you are. Let's go on to an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
Should a dude that's chatting to you ever ask for nudes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Should it's nice to know you're desired.
Do some groundwork, maybe though.
Yeah.
Not just be like, hey,
send
sugar
nudes.
titties.
Yeah.
Send us some nudes.
Send nipple. Yeah.
Send nip.
Send nip. Yeah. Like they can ask for them all they want. It's nice to feel desired.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to send them with my face in them.
That's fair. You won't even do a podcast with your face in it.
Yeah. Yeah. No nudes, because, nudes never die. I think the Call Her Daddies girls say that. Nudes never die.
Yeah.
Like they get kept in someone's phone, or they get passed on to, like they get kept in your own phone,
That's
to reuse,
yeah.
and friends can see it, and it depends what,
accidentally sent to someone.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing, that like dudes like sending them to other people.
Yeah.
That's a very strange thing to do.
But that went around in year 7 when we all had laptops and like, what was her name?
MSN.
Yeah, on MSN.
And a couple of chicks that send their titties around.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
you sit on
they were children.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm looking at this girl that, he's the same age as me, titties, and everyone's like, oh, they go out in opposite directions. I'm like, I'm looking at them like, they all kind of do that. Like, it's kind of like, leave her be.
Yeah.
Like, it was awful just looking at this girl's tits on the bus. And there was just, everyone had that picture of her boobs.
I remember a chick sent a video to, I don't even know who they sent it to, but it just went around the school in like wildfire. Like, it was fucked. And you're just like, oh my God, like you can see how people's life is wrecked by fucking just a mistake, and some fuckwit decides to send it off to everyone. That's a fucking psycho move. In Canada, I'm pretty sure on the bus or on the trains, it says like, there's like a picture and it says sending explicit images or videos of someone that you know without their consent is something under the Criminal Act, and you get fucked up. And I was like, it's pretty smart. It stops dudes from being cunts for the most part. But it's okay. So
it doesn't stop them from asking, and people send them.
Yeah, true.
And there's quite an art, I think, to sending them. I was having discussions with friends about that, and you got to know where your angles are and the lighting and where to hold your phone and blah, 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 blah. There's a lot to it. Like we could literally talk for an hour and a half about it.
Welcome to the Tait Talks Nude Show.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's one of those ones where if someone's willing to do it,
you'll be a happy recipient of said nudes.
Yeah, who's going to say no? I get a chick not wanting to see some dick.
I don't want to see anyone's dick, unsolicited or really solicited. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really want it. I don't like dick pics at all. I don't want that.
I can see it. It's just some angry, one-eyed fucking snake staring at you. Someone getting strangled. It's not what... I get it. I totally get it. Chicks are hot, but dudes...
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, they're kind of ugly.
They are ugly.
The only time
it's... ball sack in the fur.
Yeah, that's right.
I see a picture of my balls.
Or the edge of their undies. Like, I don't know. The only time I think I was thinking about this, it's mildly kind of titillating is when it's your... partner's dick.
And you know you're going to get it.
And it's a joke, and it's like, that's my penis. I'm going home to that one. Like that. Oh, nice. Oh.
Yeah.
Like I know that intimately. Like that kind of thing. That's my dick.
Yeah.
Whereas the random dick that I don't know. Like
No.
cool. Like show me your wallet instead.
Okay.
Show me your car. I don't know. Like as I said, I'm not into arrogance, and but like I would
show
rather,
me your wallet.
Yeah, I would rather see your hard cash
Yeah.
than or
Hard
your
dick.
dog or your mum. Like send me a picture of your mum. If she's a nice lady, let's hang out.
You get that from a photo though? It's a nice dick.
Everyone's nice. Mum's nice.
I mean,
To some
some,
extent.
yeah.
Is that
I
a big
mean,
call? I
yeah,
bet there'll be
true.
everyone like, my mum's not.
There's terrible fucking mums out there.
There are.
Drown you in the fucking bath. Not me, but
Oh, hell.
survived. All right, so unsolicited dick pics. Is that common?
I haven't got unsolicited.
So does a dude
ones.
ask for Snapchat and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're just like, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Is that a dick? Ask for a picture of your mum.
Well, that's what Snapchat's for. Snapchat's for like nudes, I feel. But like I actually give people Snapchat rather than my number because it's a bit. It's lighthearted as well.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know. You can like send a picture of your fucking face with a dog filter on, and aren't I cute and like whimsical?
Look at my tits as a dog.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Look at me as a slutty dog.
Look at me with perfectly good skin. Or I'm going to put the black and white filter on because I'm fucking ugly. But it softens it.
It's quite. That's an interesting one. Do dudes use filters on Snapchat because? On fucking dating apps because there's a lot of fucking filters and you're like, come on. We know there's no fucking halo around your head, you numpty.
Yes.
Stop it. Fucking stop it.
And I remember to like quote the Call Her Daddy girls again. Like they are totally like against the filters in the dating app pics. Like they're no. Even for girls, they're like, girls, stop it. You don't fucking look like a dog. They want to see you and you not like you as best they can to swipe for you and want you. Like they don't want to fucking see you look like a dog. Or the weird, like the real auto-tune thing, like that like Kim Kardashian does it. There's another app. Has like an app of it, and that you really Photoshop, like proper Photoshop, I think.
Yeah.
Auto-tune. That's for singing.
Auto-tune
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
Auto-tune for ugly people.
Yeah, exactly. So I suppose it's all smoke and mirrors on Tinder
Yes.
anyway, but that's really obviously you don't look like that. Like
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I thought you were going to have a long tongue and big ears. Damn it. When a dude asks you out, when you're going on a date, or your friends are going on dates or anything like that, what do you think about the guy paying? Do you expect it? Do you...
I think it's nice. I'd happily accept it, but also
Do you do the, oh no, like, I shouldn't... Do you sure you don't want some money?
no, I don't do that. I just
Pay for it, motherfucker.
like I don't say that either, but they're like already. I find the guys are already quick to be like bloop, or like kind of step in front of me and pay. Which is fine. Like especially, it's particularly fine when I'm kind of like, I'll see you again, and
true.
next time I'll pay. I like doing the swapsies.
Yeah.
I did that a lot with like my exes. Like we would like when we were starting out dating, we would kind of except for one ex, and he just paid for everything all the time, and I just kind of let it happen. I'm like,
I mean, if they got money...
well, this ex didn't have any money,
okay.
but
That's
like
a dick.
I just was like, okay, whatever. He bought me pizza and beer. It wasn't like he bought me a diamond ring.
Well, that's it. Like some dudes on a first date will take, and it's usually like not usually, but there's a lot of girls who write on dating apps. It's like if you're a cheapskate, swipe left, and you're like, eat a bag of dicks, you fucking 19-year-old cunt.
Like
Get your own money.
It's nice and it's like chivalrous and it's great. But I know, like, I don't know, the feminist's gonna kill me.
Just
like,
don't
it is
expect it. If it happens,
yeah. Like I'll happily go Harvey's with you. I'll happily friggin' pay for you. Like I don't care. I just don't want to emasculate you by baking it. No, let's go half. Like we're going halves.
Yeah.
Can you halve it? And the little the waiters like bloop bloop on the FPOS machine. Oh, it's about this, and like it's awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you just split it down the middle, like that. All that talk is just shit. Just let him pay first, and you pay second. Like, but I'll happily pay. Like, but yeah, I just don't want to get cancelled. But no one knows who I am.
Yeah. Yet. There's a big reveal at the end. My theory on paying is if I ask you out, if I'm like, hey, Annie, sugar titties.
Hey, sugar tits.
Do you want to go out for a beer or a meal or something like that? Then I'm like, yeah, sweet. And then also, like, sometimes you're like, I dig this person. I'm happy to fucking...
Oh, this is worth it.
Yeah. But it's... When you got like a shit date and you're like, fuck. But sometimes you're like, for me, I'm like, I'm probably not going to see you again. So I'm going to pay for this. At least you got a free meal out of this. You didn't go, you didn't have to spend fucking money. Sometimes you go on dates and you're like, we just don't click. Unfortunately, it's just not there. You don't like everyone in the world. It's just fucking humans.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the paying front.
Yeah.
I would love to pay, like, and go to fancy meals and shit. But one, I don't really enjoy it. And two, I'm poor as fuck. So anyone who's listening,
but like,
ladies,
how fancy would be fancy to
Domino's. I don't like a nice restaurant type,
like a restaurant.
I can't give you any names because I don't go to them because I'm a scumbag. In between like McDonald's and...
so like not a pub, but something
not
above
a pub, like
a pub.
sit-down actual... A restaurant.
Where, you have to wear shoes. Like,
and put a
bra
that's what I was
on.
going for, the shoes part.
You don't really,
Yeah. I mean, I've done it before, but it's been with like...
Like partners and stuff. And
it's nice. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't have the cash to burn for a fucking first date, and you're like, you might be a dick, and you might hate me also. Like, I don't really spend $300.
Agreed.
For you.
Because, I think some of my older friends, they like that formality of a sit down restaurant dinner, because I think they think that's how dating should go when they're dating. Like, they might meet someone in a pub, but then they organise a date, and then they go for a date, and it's like
older people usually have money.
Yeah, well, I know older people that don't have much money either. Like, I don't know. Like, I know a guy, and he went out picked up this lady. Like, he picked her up, and like, these days, he met her on Tinder.
Oh, I thought you like picked her up. I was like, wow.
He picked her up for their date.
Hope he got consent.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah. Which is like a no-no. Like, you don't. You don't go to someone's house, and like, a girl does not get into a car with this man that you've never met before. But he picked her up.
Yeah.
She wanted him to pick her up. And
so weird. I mean, I would do it.
Yeah.
If a chick was like, hey, can you pick me up? I'm like, yeah, sure.
But like, also,
as you said, like, you want to give them an out as well.
Yeah, you don't get into a car with a man you've never met before.
Unless it's an Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so they went to, he said, he talked to me like, what do I wear? Do I shave my face? I'm like, oh, you just be cool. Just be cash, mate.
Yeah. Just be cash.
Just be cash, yeah. And he picks her up, and...
How old is he?
This dude's like mid-40s. Okay. He's like, he has kids and stuff. He's cool.
If you're listening, mate, you're cool. Yeah.
And he picked her up, and he said she looked so nice, so dressed up and proper. And she kind of took one look at him and really didn't like what she kind of saw. So
really?
She goes, she wasn't impressed with me. Like, I'm like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, she kind of looked me up and down. And then we went to this restaurant, and it was really good, really fancy. And she kind of, I think she'd been there before, and like, she knew the level of fancy. Well, yeah, like, it's kind of setting him up for failure a little bit. Like,
I want this, this, and this. You must provide this. He's like, is this the fucking sugar daddy website, mate? Like, this is what you're gonna get. Obviously, you want to impress people, which is totally fine. Yeah. I've gone out, spent more money than I wanted to or could and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, but I like this person.
Yes.
But if it's like
it's right at the start. There is no, like, you don't owe each other anything.
Yeah, at least have a first date, sit down, make sure you like each other, and be like, we actually like hanging out. And I don't know, if you need the fancy things and to be spoiled, well, then that's just you, I guess. Each to their own. But at the same time,
I love being spoiled.
Yeah.
Marry me.
At the same time, if you can't get by on like a pint and a palmy, it's just like, well, you obviously don't like the company. You like the other parts.
Yeah,
of
you'd
it.
like, yes, yeah. It's all about image, I suppose.
Yeah.
But then, like, thinking back to like what courtship and dating was like years ago, you were kind of, you had to impress, you had to have,
Impress their families.
impress their family, show your status, show that you were, could really support this woman, because pretty much if you courted, you were going to get married. Like that kind of thing.
Some fucking, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Things were going to happen. So it wasn't a waste. Whereas these days it's like, oh, God damn it, I spent $300 on this bitch. And this is why we don't do it. Like, this is why young people go for walks.
Yeah, coffee.
You go for coffee. Oh, do you want to go for a coffee? Yeah, sure.
Well, I think it's so much better. Like, I don't even drink coffee. But
no wonder you don't get any dates.
Yeah, true. But to chat to someone and just figure out if you guys like each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just fucking go oh no, we actually like talking to each other instead of, I'm going to pick you up in my chariot and then we're going to take you to here.
I hope she likes my car. Like, coffee's good for that.
And also younger people are saving up for fucking
yes, exactly.
houses and shit like that.
They're poor.
Like, hey,
yeah.
Come on.
Exactly.
I mean, if you could spend $1,000 on every date, yeah, go nuts.
God, what? You're flying to Sydney or something? Like, what are you doing?
Surely there's some expensive restaurants.
Yeah. I'd prefer a date to go, let's fly to Sydney. If I can spend the day, fly home. Let's do that.
If a dude was just like, hey, I got us 2 tickets to Sydney. We're going. Would you be like, is that where you're going to bury me? Or...
I'd go, but I can run. You can run.
You can run on the plane?
Not on the plane. He's not going to murder me on the plane.
Well, how do you know? You could know the pilot. You don't know.
I'd go to Sydney. Shit.
All right. If you're out there and you want to go to take
not
go
for
to
a first
Sydney,
date.
Very first date.
Nah, maybe not a first date.
Will go.
Second date, everyone. Coffee first.
That's fair. Do you believe in the 3-date rule? I don't think it's real, to be honest. You should never expect it.
No, in like modern dating now, like no. I tried to follow this with my like ex when we were like dating, and I was
It's just old school people. Like, you shouldn't fuck on the first date.
Yeah.
You're a slut. And
yes,
you're
well
like,
that's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He bought me a fucking Happy Meal.
Yeah,
Sucked his dick off.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't.
Each to their own.
Exactly. Yeah, each to their own. So I was kind of like, I'm gonna play. I did it more as like I wanted to play a bit hard, like play hard to get. Like I'm not like you have to work a bit harder to kiss me. Rah, rah, rah. So I reckon it took 3 dates, and then we
flew me to Sydney,
and then
and then we kissed for the first time.
Yeah, how romantic. See, there you go. That's a really good idea of mine. Like I waited. We had like maybe 3 dates before we actually kissed, and then the next day, I know
it's too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
Fucking
no.
I mean, you ended up going out for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time.
You were like, well, I
then,
made him wait for 3 kisses, so I better date him for 6 months.
Yeah, well, but then the next date he was like, we're gonna fuck now, and then I was like, oh no, and then he's like, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, no, I am fine. Like I'm like I love penis, and so then the next date, which was like the day after, we had sex. Yeah, so like
he's like, "Hey, see you tomorrow."
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Like it wasn't like I was pressured to do it or whatever. Like it was all fine, but I think he was a bit confused with like, what the fuck's she doing?
There's 3 dates.
She likes me.
Yeah.
Like she obviously likes me, and I'm like, I do like you, and so I think it like blew him for 6. But then like his people on the first date all the time, and it's not even a date. So it's just when I tried to do that, I don't know what I was trying. Was I trying to like be cooler than what I was? Because I wasn't. I was like, I hope he kisses me. Why hasn't he kissed me? Does he not want me? Like that kind of thing. It's just to fuck around. It was to fuck with their heads, and I like doing that sometimes. I don't know. So I don't think it exists. It doesn't exist. You can do what you like, because people go to pubs and meet someone and have a one-night stand and like anything. It just doesn't.
People have one-night stands and then have a baby. They're the ones that freak me out.
I love it.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
I love it.
if you
Juicy.
had a one-night stand and then decide to keep the baby, Jesus Christ. I mean, if you're not together, the dude's like, peace, I'm going back to fucking Sydney. And then you're like, I'm keeping that baby. It's like, well, it's fair enough. It's up to you. But at the same time, it's like, Jesus.
It's also like TV
you do
shows.
it for 20 minutes.
There's also TV shows about that. Like
Yeah,
one night
they're
stand.
called TV shows.
Yeah, it happens.
Fiction.
It happens.
It does happen. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, you're a crazy motherfucker. Crazy. Motherfucker. All right. Well, so clearly if a dude brings condoms on the first date, then that's, I mean, not the worst thing because you don't know. But at the same time, if he's just putting them on the table with his car keys, you're like, come on, champ.
Yeah, like as long as you're like, I brought condoms, like, oh, fuck off. Hey, do you like these ones? Like, I don't know, like,
strawberry.
Of course you're going to have a condom somewhere. Be an adult. Because as we said, who knows when you're going to have sex? So, bring a condom somewhere. Put it in your wallet, even if it's Louis Vuitton. Put it in your, thingy in your car, your glove box. Just have it somewhere. Maybe even when you're going just out, just have it with you at all times. Be safe, everyone.
Have a condom on you at all times
in your pocket. I don't know. You're not going to be. It's not being presumptuous. It's just being maybe a
Boy Scout.
BP. Be prepared. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I think it's not. Oh, he thinks we're going to fuck. As long as he doesn't say anything, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just keep it hidden.
Just write it down.
Slide it over.
Yeah, we're going to play hangman.
I have condoms.
Yeah.
No. I think. What do you think? Do you always have a condom? No?
No.
You're not one
I just never assume anything. I'm just that person. Oh. I'm just a terrible...
So what...
never make a move. Just...
I like to chat for 5 hours.
That's it.
Yeah. But surely... Do you have a stash in your room? And you're like, oh, I might see a chick.
I have to ask Mum. She actually keeps them. So that's that. No, I do have fucking a stash in my room. Well, not really a stash, it's in a fucking drawer.
Yeah.
Do I take him on a date? Not really. I don't know. Maybe if the conversation was more crude or something like that, and
we're gonna.
I'm getting a bit of a fucking idea, but if I'm going on a coffee date, I'm not like, better bring a dinger.
Yeah. No.
She's getting a latte and a dick.
No, you're using your common sense, I suppose. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's nice.
Thank you. All right. Do you think if a dude's coming over, then there's an etiquette, for a hookup?
Yes.
What would that be?
Don't be a dick. Bring a condom.
Okay.
Don't murder me.
Yeah.
Don't
chuck me off a balcony.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't fucking take me to Sydney.
No, I want to be taken to Sydney. Just have condoms. Because again, the Louis Vuitton story.
It's obviously real because you keep bringing it back up.
Yeah, no, he
I don't know if I was supposed to bite on it or not.
Yeah,
Tell us about the Louis Vuitton wallet. He had a Louis Vuitton wallet?
Yeah, he had a
They make wallets?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how poor I am.
They make lots of stuff. Yeah, don't they make
condoms?
Well, maybe
just money.
Maybe if they did, he would
wrap
have
my
bought
dick
one.
in money.
Yeah, something he didn't like. He didn't like the condoms that I had. He said they were from the $2 from the $2 shop, and I was like.
Sounds like he just didn't want to wear a condom.
Yes, pretty much. And I said, and he's just like, nah, it's not that. Nah, these condoms are shit. And so
I'll get you pregnant. I'll pull out, and you're like, hang on a minute.
So we got dressed, and he was about to leave. Oh, I did have that. We should use that instead. He's about to leave, and he's kind of standing over there, and I'm looking at him.
Yeah,
you can see over there. And he was standing
about 4 feet away.
Near the door. He's on his way out, and I'm just sitting down looking at him, a bit pissed off at the whole situation.
It's like, I wanted that dick.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. And he
finds one.
Well, I said,
turns out I had one in my pocket.
What condoms do you want? They're just normal condoms. And he's like, oh, I go, don't you have one?
Gold.
He's like, no, I don't have one. Don't people have them in their wallets? Is that what you're taught to do? I said, I don't know because, boys have dealt with this before. Like, I didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, nah, I've got a Louis Vuitton wallet and, it's got my initials in it. Of course I don't have a condom in here. And I was like, no, see you later, you fuck. And he left. I didn't say see you later, you fuck. I just kind of just sat and, like, cross-legged and looked at him. I didn't want, and he's showing me his wallet and all the shit that's inside. And I'm like, look, like, it looks beautiful, mate. Cool. Please leave. Like, I also own a wallet.
Yeah.
Made of leather. And like,
mine has condoms in it.
Yeah, I have a house with condoms in it.
Yeah.
So I was ready for this activity. I don't know. He was just a wanker. And then he quickly was like, group chat.
Yeah.
Guys, he has a Louis Vuitton wallet. Ooh, like really taking the piss.
Yeah.
Like dickhead.
Yeah, that's just a strange person to be honest.
Get out of my house. Leave now. So that kind of thing was not, that was poor etiquette. I feel like, and don't just do not bring one, because you really shouldn't assume you're going into someone without one on. You got to, like, unless you've had a conversation about it and
just come in me.
Yeah. If she says that, you do what you're told, I think. But yeah,
one night stand, baby.
I don't know. Is there etiquette for girls, or you just have to turn up and look pretty, lie there?
Etiquette.
Be clean.
Yeah, it could be a start. Not really crazy etiquette. I think, like, you just don't be a dick and
don't make fun of your dick.
Don't laugh at it. Group chat it. Go nuts on the group chat, but
oh yes.
Don't. No, I don't think there's any crazy etiquette for women. Like, don't be a dick, but obviously the same thing. If you don't want to fucking bang, don't. Do it for the sake of doing it because you'd spoken about it. Like, but no, I don't think there's any etiquette. Just be nice.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yep. Well, seeing as you've said get out of the house so many times, I think I'm going to do it. This has been a fun episode. Thank you so much for chatting to me.
Thank you for having me. That's very funny.
I'm in your house, so thank you for having me.
That's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 15 of the Tait Talks podcast. We'll be back next week with a different guest, probably not an anonymous one. I don't know who it is yet, but we'll wait and see. Thank you. God bless. Godspeed. See yous.